I've always been fascinated by the larger-than-life figures who shaped our world, and today we're diving into the story of one of the most iconic, Winston Churchill. But who was this man really? A savior of democracy, a controversial imperialist, or perhaps both? Winston Leonard Spencer Churchill was born in 1874 into British aristocracy, but his early life wasn't all luxury and ease. Young Winston struggled in school and had a distant relationship with his parents. As a young man, Churchill joined the British Army. He wasn't just any soldier, though. He was also a war correspondent, writing about conflicts from Cuba to Sudan. These experiences shaped his worldview and his understanding of global politics. So what if Churchill had chosen a different path? How might history have unfolded? Churchill's political career began in 1900 when he was elected to Parliament. But his journey was far from smooth. He switched political parties twice and held various government positions. During World War I, he faced a major setback with the disastrous Gallipoli campaign, which he had championed. This led to years in the political wilderness, so Churchill was nothing if not resilient. He used his time out of office to write and warn about the rising threat of Nazi Germany. When World War II broke out, his predictions proved true, and he was called upon to lead the nation as Prime Minister. It's a reminder that sometimes being right isn't enough. Timing is everything. As Prime Minister during World War II, Churchill faced the greatest challenge of his life. Nazi Germany had conquered much of Europe and Britain stood alone, but Churchill refused to surrender or negotiate. His powerful speeches rallied the British people and inspired resistance across occupied Europe. "We shall fight on the beaches," he declared. "We shall never surrender." Churchill's leadership during this time was crucial. He forged alliances with the United States and Soviet Union, turning the tide of the war. So what if Churchill hadn't become Prime Minister? Would Britain have sought peace with Hitler? The course of history might have been drastically different. After the war, Churchill's influence continued. He coined the term Iron Curtain to describe the division of Europe during the Cold War. He also advocated for European unity, ironically setting the stage for the European Union that Britain would later leave. But Churchill's legacy is complex. While celebrated as a war hero, he's also criticized for his imperialist views and actions in the colonies. So, how do we remember Churchill? As a great leader who saved democracy, or as a flawed man of his time? Perhaps he's both. His life reminds us that history isn't black and white, and even legendary figures are human, with all the complexities that entails. Winston Churchill was many things: a soldier, a writer, a leader, and above all, a figure who shaped the 20th century in profound ways. His life story is a reminder of the impact one person can have on the world. Whether you see him as a hero or a controversial figure, there's no denying Churchill's place in history. And who knows? Maybe there's a little bit of that bulldog spirit in all of us. So the next time you face a challenge, channel your inner Churchill and never, never, never give up.